Going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you like and subscribe to the channel. This is called The Dangers of Alcohol. Don't get on my ass yet. Wait till you hear what I have to say. I made a video earlier about quitting smoking weed, and I got a lot of comments about it, a lot of beautiful comments. One comment I got from someone, one comment I received from someone is they told me that I'm losing them as a subscriber because I talked about quitting smoking weed. So weed was so important to this person that they smoke their marijuana that they can't watch my channel anymore, right? So that's fine. That's fine. I am not the anti-weed. I am not anti-alcohol. It may sound like it after this. Listen, you have a right to do whatever you want to do. And if you're one of those people that can do those things and stay in real good control of your life, you don't have an addictive personality. If you're someone that can have a drink once a week after work, listen, more power to you in that situation. I'm just going to here to talk about some alcohol for a little bit. So I wrote an article about alcohol that I had published in the newspaper many years ago, and we're going to start with that before we get into anything. All right. And then we'll have a little discussion about this alcohol in a minute. So just hear me out, stay patient, and listen to the article right now. It's called Here's the Dope on Alcohol. In several of the recent issues, the topic of discussion has been whether the drinking age should be lowered from 21 to 18. Many different points have been made, so allow me to provide some solid facts about alcohol. First and foremost, alcohol is not only a drug, it is the world's most deadly drug. Alcohol claims 50 times more lives than all illegal drugs combined. Alcohol destroys 1 in every 4 families in America and kills more than 200,000 Americans each year. During the Vietnam War, 57,000 Americans gave their lives fighting for this country. In that same 9-year period, 2 million Americans were killed by alcohol. Every 12 minutes, someone is killed by a drunk driver. In just 1 year, alcohol will slaughter more Americans on our highways than all the American soldiers killed in World War II. There are over 18 million alcoholics in America. Cirrhosis of the liver kills over 30,000 each year. Over 50% of people who are on welfare are there because of alcohol. Over 80% of all fire deaths, 65% of all drownings, 22% of home accidents, 77% of falls, 36% of pedestrian accidents, and over 80% of arrests are linked to alcohol. Alcohol costs taxpayers over $130 billion each year to mop up its massacre. A Miami judge recently shook the media when he stated that 90% of all divorces in front of him were caused by drinking problems. According to studies, every time you take a drink, you have a 1 in 10 chance of becoming an alcoholic. Alcohol is responsible for 40% of assaults, 35% of rape cases, 30% of crimes, 65% of murders, 30% of suicides, 55% of domestic violence, and 60% of child abuse cases. Is there even a need to explain the damage that alcohol does to the body's liver, the brain, and the other organs inside of the body? The question shouldn't be whether we as a society should permit 18-year-olds to legally drink alcohol. The question should be why the most deadly drug in the world is legal in the first place. In my opinion, we aren't going to get rid of alcohol, so we might as well keep it out of our youth's hands for as long as possible. Those are facts. You could dispute them all you want. Those statistics are looked up from various surveys and various findings throughout the country. Alcohol is a dangerous, dangerous, dangerous drug. People beat the shit out of their wives when they're drunk. Women beat their husbands when they're drunk. People beat their kids when they're drunk. People run people over in the street and murder them when they're drunk. People set fires when they're drunk. People commit rape when they're drunk. People commit murder when they're drunk. People can't stand on their own 2 feet when they're drunk. Alcohol is a dangerous drug. And if you're an alcoholic, get some help, man. So why is the most deadly drug in the world legal? Well, it was illegal, right? During the 1900s, the early 1900s, it was illegal, right? But the people wanted it. The people wanted it. The government told us that it was the devil's drug. that it was responsible for all these terrible things. That's why they took it out of the hands of society. But the people wanted it. And then Al Capone stepped in, and he was making $30 million a year in the date of 1930. And he was raking in big money, right? And so the government said, we need a piece of that money. We need that money, right? Because that's what they want. And then maybe there was some good people in the government that said, no, you can't do that because it's going to kill them. And the other people said, but we need the money, man. We want the money. The greed, the love of money is the root of all evil, right? So during Prohibition, first of all, the government wanted to keep people away from alcohol so bad that they poisoned alcohol. Google when the government poisoned alcohol on purpose to kill about 15,000 people because they hoped people would drink it, die, and then not want alcohol anymore. But it didn't work. Right. And so they took it over, just like they took over the marijuana business, the criminal element, the criminal world, the street people. They took over marijuana, and the government said the people want it. They told us it was terrible for us. They told us it caused cancer. They told us it did this. But once they realized they could get billions of dollars over it, they took it over. They don't care about you. They don't care about us. They care about the shkarols, the money. They want the money, man. They want to fill their pockets with as much as they can. So they give you one of the most deadly drugs in the world, a drug that destroys society. There's parents that are giving this to their kids, allowing their kids to drink at 15, 16 years old. Oh, it's good. It's better they drink if they're in the house. Well, let them drink it. Yeah, give your kids poison. Give your kids poison. It's become such a normalized thing. You people don't even think anymore that you're giving your child poison, that he can drink it and then say, wow, I really like that. And he becomes an alcoholic for the rest of his life. She becomes an alcoholic for the rest of their life. It impairs your judgment so bad. It's insane, alcohol. You ask any teenage boy, yo, how do you get into a girl's panties? He'll say, get her drunk. Get her drunk. Because, right, she can't, the logic goes out the window. They can't make logical decisions when you drink. That's why I don't go to any bars or any clubs, right? I did before I was incarcerated. I don't go into any bars or any clubs because there's drunk men in there and they do stupid shit, and I'll end up beating the hell out of them because they don't know what they don't know what they're saying. They don't know what they're doing. They're touching you. They're putting your arms around you. Hey, what's happening? There's nothing like a sloppy drunk, man. Right? If you're one of those people that could have a drink, come home after work, pour yourself a glass of wine, and have one drink once a week, more power to you. Go ahead. You're an adult. You could do it. But if you got a drinking problem, go get some help. You got a drinking problem, go get some help. This is a deadly drug causing a lot of destruction. And it's been too accepted in society. It's been way too accepted in society. It's killing tons and tons of people. I used to have alcohol behind me on the shelf as like a display. I don't drink, right? But I just thought it looked good for aesthetics. And I ended up removing it recently because I didn't think it was a good idea to even have the alcohol in the background, right? It's just, it's not for me. It's not for me, And I was never a drinker. I never had a drink. I've been drunk 50 times in my life, 75 times. Who knows? When I was younger, I've been drunk a bunch. And I got some stories where I did some really, really stupid criminal stuff when I was under the influence of alcohol, right? So if you're drinking, there's plenty of places to get some help, man. Get some help. Go to the rooms. Go get some therapy, man. Don't it's tough, man. Drinking is a rough one. It's killing your body too. There's nothing like after a night of drinking how you feel when you wake up in the next morning. You feel like you've been hit by a truck. I mean, even contrary, if someone smokes a joint, all right, at least they could stand on their own 2 feet. There's people that get drunk, they can't even walk. They're throwing up in the toilet. They smell disgusting. People don't want to be around you. You'll feel so much better if you can get alcohol out of your life. People think they need alcohol to get together with friends or family. Oh, let's get together, have a drink. What do you need to drink for? Just getting together with old friends should make you feel high enough. You don't need to have a drink. Drink a soda when you get together. You don't need the alcohol, man. And you should teach your kids to stay away from it too. You should teach them to stay away from it. Teach them how poisonous it is. Teach them, explain the destruction that it causes. Yeah, it's real bad, man. Alcohol's real bad. So if you want to not subscribe to my videos because I don't promote drinking, that's fine. Listen, you want to drink, you're an adult, that's fine. But I'm saying if you need help, go get some help with it, man. If you need some help, if it's something that you're not in control of, you'll feel a lot better about yourself when you stop. And I don't say it's gonna be easy to stop. It'll be painful, man. It's painful. Alcohol withdrawals are tough, man. Alcohol withdrawals are tough, you know. So you go get some help. There's nothing embarrassing about going to get some help. Can't be ashamed about going to get some help. Just feel proud about yourself for asking for help. For all the people that didn't ask for help. If you need to go get help and seek help, be proud of yourself for taking that step, because that's a big step, man. And get off of that shit. You don't need it, man. Get off of that garbage. There's too many dangers of alcohol. Love you.